Hey everybody, welcome back to Experience Boost Gameplay. I'm Archive.
And I'm Rin.
And we are playing the Cinderella Phenomenon. And we've been a bit busy, so it's been a little bit for us, not so much for you, since we've been posting, should be weekly, I'm hoping. If not, I'll slap myself. But we've watched, we've caught ourselves up. Last time, our main character, Rin, got back into the castle. She's Emmeline's personal maid. We saw a whole bunch of things that's going on with Emmeline. If you want to check it out, go back and see the previous episode. But we're here in the village again, back in the toy shop, and we're going to see what happens.
Here we go. Okay, just remember where my mouse is. Here we go. When I enter, Emmeline is already hugging the shop girl, Viorica. Emmeline, you look as beautiful as ever. Oh, please, I look the same. You, on the other hand. Emmeline steps back before nodding, a bright smile on her face. Being in love suits you. When is the wedding? Wedding? She is already engaged? I catch a small movement out of the corner of my eyes and turn to glance at Rod.
I thought she had a thing for Rod.
Oh, that's true. I notice his fingers clench into a fist before he quickly hides his hand behind his back.
Interesting.
Oh, he has a thing for her, too.
I didn't realize that.
Oh. Though his expression is as impassive as always, I notice a tenseness in his shoulders. Decimond? Sorry, it took me a second to read that. I was like, Diamond? Decimond. Decimond and I haven't set a date yet, but it should be soon. Would you... Viorica trails off when she notices the rest of us. Hello, Rod.
Viorica.
I don't know why I was going to talk. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hi.
My love, I totally...
It's alright, I don't
guys.
need any speaking parts in this. You go, all the voices,
No.
all the voices are
You're
Rin.
way better at this than me.
Viorica.
His tone is surprisingly static.
Oh, Viorica.
Last time he was here, I was sure he sounded friendlier. So what can I help you with, Emmeline? Looking for another doll? Another doll? But Emmeline is not interested in dolls.
Oh, does she have Rin's doll collection?
She probably does. Oh no, I'm just here to see you. I can't stay for long since Rod has things to do. Maybe that's why he didn't want to come.
Yeah, that's a good point. He probably didn't want to go for that exact reason.
Mm.
Yeah. Emmeline. Sorry, that's not low enough for Rod. Rod's going to be deep. Emmeline, I'll wait for you outside.
Oh, okay. I know it is my job to follow Emmeline around, but I am not at all interested in hearing her talk to this girl. Does she even want me here?
Alright, so if we stay with Emmeline... Alright, if you go outside, obviously you can talk to Rod.
Talk to Rod. But I feel like she needs to do good deeds, and in order to do that, she needs to stick with Emmeline, because that's what she's supposed to do.
Or are we going to do good deeds to help Rod?
Oh, that's true.
Is this going to help Rod break his curse?
We need to help Rod break his curse. And it's not like she's needing us, I guess.
I think we should go for Rod. I think that's what Rin would do, too.
It is, but we need to change Rin. My time might be better spent trying to improve Rod's opinion of me. If I could get him to tell me precisely what I have done wrong, I can make up for it. I hope that would give me a good deed. See, and I almost think if we had stayed inside, he would feel better about us.
Maybe.
We'll find out. I curtsy to the two girls. Excuse me, Your Highness. I shall wait outside with Rod. I cough to clear my throat. With the prince. Because she shouldn't be calling him Rod. Okay, I won't be long. I move to stand next to Rod, who is leaning against the wall. Oh, see, if we hadn't come outside, we wouldn't see that beautiful artwork.
Worth it.
You're right. Sorry. Rod sighs in annoyance. That is so... Look at that. The art is just amazing.
Yeah, they're great at capturing emotion.
Look at that. Yeah, that's amazing.
Why do you keep following me? Why do you keep on following me?
Because you're cute. No, I'm just kidding. Tell me how to rectify whatever wrong I have done to your family.
This again? Man, my voice is going bad. Keep going.
You're right. I cannot help but scowl at Rod's answer. You spout all this nonsense about goodness, but refuse to help me. How is that good?
Sorry, get a little drink of water. There we go. You haven't given me any reason to help you.
What?
If you're not serious about genuinely learning how to be good, then I'm not interested in helping you.
Maybe I can catch him off guard by bringing up his response in the toy shop just now. Fine, then I will make normal conversation. Who is Viorica to you?
Oh, that's not very good.
No.
Ugh.
Has she done something to hurt your family too?
Viorica is a childhood friend. She is not like you at all.
Oh? Then why were you acting so cold to her? You obviously did not want to be inside the shop. Rod looks away from me and absently kicks a pebble on the ground.
Hey, we did the right choice.
Oh,
Look
we
at that.
did! Good job!
Crystal, I mean,
I
not that we're
apparently
exactly
am
going
really
for
bad with Rod. Because I didn't get the right choice last time either. I think I'm going for the right thing, but me and Rod, we're just not compatible.
That is none of your business.
I sigh, disappointed with Rod's reaction. Rod turns away from me as Emmeline exits the shop.
Ready to go?
Emmeline nods with a small smile. The two of us begin to make our way to the palace again. By the time we return to the palace, evening has fallen.
And now Rod can't do what he had to do. Way to go, Emmeline. You totally ruined his day.
Oh, Emmeline. I hope we're not late for dinner. The minute the carriage doors open, we are greeted by two familiar faces. Sir Alcaster and Sir Mithros, your favorite person, stand before us.
Oh, this is oh my goodness. I've completely, his name has slipped my mind. Who's the knight that remembers Rin, and It was her knight. No, it was her knight.
Oh, Fritz.
Fritz. This is his dad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, another voice. All right, hold on. Let's see here.
I've got like 3 maybe, and they sound too similar.
Princess Emmeline, Prince Rod, I was on my way to look for you when Sir Mithros informed me of your whereabouts.
He glares at the knight escort, and the knight shrinks back. Sir Alcaster turns sharply to me afterwards, his eyes narrowed.
Interesting.
Does he know who I am? Why is he looking at me like that?
It was getting late and the Queen was worried.
I'm so sorry.
Princess Emmeline, Prince Rod, it is almost time for dinner. Please, let me escort you inside.
Sir Mithros gestures for them to follow him. Sorry,
Last time
love your voices.
Last time this guy appeared, I couldn't find a voice for him. I gave it some thought. On my drive to work, practiced it. That's the voice we're going to go with. Whether or not it sounds good, that's who he is. That is who he is.
I apparently need some vocal coaching. I'll work on it, guys. I'm about to follow after them when Sir Alcaster suddenly moves to block my path. Oh, his eyes are cold. He opens his mouth to say something, but then closes it and shakes his head.
You are dismissed, girl. You may go back to your quarters.
But...
That is an order.
His gaze is piercing. Even when I was the princess, I was not able to stand up to that gaze. Yes, sir. Oh, see, and I really like
He's got to
Fritz.
know, right? He just like Fritz, he has to know.
He's got to know. Well, maybe something's going on with the whole family then.
Could be.
I forgot what the other symbols are. Okay. After dinner, I make my way back to the room assigned to me. As I walk down the hall, I notice Rod heading in my direction. Rod? He suddenly grabs my arm and pulls me away down the hall. Where are you taking me? Rod does not answer, just continues moving until we reach an unfamiliar door. What is going on? Rod cuts me off by placing a finger on my lips. Whoa, the finger on the lips trick. He looks around warily, before finally pulling me in through the door with him.
Uh-oh.
This is not romantic. This place. I have heard of this place before, but I've never seen it. Is this a secret passage that leads into town? Rod does not answer me. He simply keeps walking, and I see no other option but to trail after him. There's no, changing your look to look like someone else in this game, right? I know that happens in stories.
Could be. I mean, Delora
He's not answering at all.
Delora looked like a doll.
Yeah.
So the question is, if there, first of all, she knows about this. She's heard about it, so it's not that well kept of a secret.
Yes.
Secret tunnel to town.
Secret tunnel. Sorry.
Why don't they take this tunnel all the time?
Why don't? So that other people don't find it? I don't know.
And why is no one guarding the secret tunnel? Everyone knows
Because
the
it's
secret
secret.
tunnel.
Secret
tunnel. Through the
Sorry.
mountain or to the town.
And
Secret
die.
Exactly. And died.
Sorry, we like that show. All right. How is it that you know this place? Well, maybe only she was supposed to know about it. Because of her mom?
The royalty, maybe?
Her mom was super creepy.
Well, someone knows because someone's keeping the lights on.
It's true.
I don't buy the eternal flame in the hallway. Someone's keeping those lanterns going.
I love you. You are the best. He still refuses to answer. Are you deaf? Wow, Rin, you are not learning at all. Rod suddenly stops, and I bump into his back. I stumble back with a scowl.
You ask too many questions.
Okay, so it's probably Rod. Because you refuse to answer any of them. I glare back at him until Rod makes an exasperated sound.
Why me? I'm Batman. Lady Parfait is the one who told me about this passage. It makes sneaking out of the palace easier.
Oh, we're probably gonna go back to them in Parfait?
She did not give me any explanation as to how she knew of this place. There are only meant to be 2 copies of the keys. The king has one, and Sir Alcaster has the other.
Then why do you have a key? Don't tell me you stole it from the king.
I am not a thief. Lady Parfait also has a copy. She saw fit to provide me with a key for my own use.
So there are at least 4 copies, Rod. Get it together.
Well, he said there's only supposed to be 2 copies.
Oh, okay, well I missed the supposed. Good job. What? How does Parfait have a key to this place?
She's the most powerful fairy. Come on.
Right.
You'll have to ask her that yourself.
Once we step into town, I realize where it is that we are headed. We're going back to the Martian. You just figured that out?
Where else would you go?
Right? I mean, come on, they're trying to help you with the course. Dolores is the first person we see as soon as we enter the Martian.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Delora, you... Rod's glare silences me. He steps forward and points back at me, gaze icy. Oh, he really doesn't like me.
She is not staying at the palace.
What? Delora raises an eyebrow.
Why's that? She works there now. I do not know what game you are playing at, but I will not be a part of it. Excuse me? This is not a game. I do not want you meddling in my life as you meddled with hers.
The room's temperature drops several degrees. Dolores stares at Rod, her expression suddenly lacking any emotion.
With all due respect, Your Highness, I do not want to meddle with your wallowing.
Oh.
But just because you do not wish to break your curse, doesn't mean that others shouldn't want to either. You should be humbled that our princess here thought you would be able to help her.
That's
Rod.
surprising. Dolores actually on Rin's side here.
Yeah, I know. Rod raises an eyebrow.
Man, guys, sorry.
You're fine, baby.
Where is Lady Parfait?
Of course you want to talk to Parfait, because she puts things nicely. Fine, I'll fetch her for you.
Delora curtsies as she sweeps out of the room. Rod sighs. He clearly looks irritated, but he doesn't put a voice to his agitation.
Oh, darn. I'm so agitated right now. I go Batman when I get all mad.
He doesn't.
I know.
put a voice to
I had to
his
pull it back. Can't do that.
I loved it. Now that we're alone in the empty room, the silence is deafening. And so I ask him the question that has bothered me since we came here. Okay, we either pick. Why do you want me out of the palace? Or why do you not want to break your curse?
I definitely want to know the second one. The
Right,
top one
me
is just because he
too.
doesn't like you.
I want this. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, we agree?
I don't need to explain myself to you.
Figured that. Do you even know how to break your curse?
I do.
So why are you not doing anything?
It's none of your business.
I did not realize the anger inside of me at first, and then I noticed that my hands are fists and that I am shaking. You are angry at me for treating your family with unkindness, and yet you do not treat me with any respect or kindness either.
Excuse me?
I realize that this is the angriest I have felt in a long time, and it makes words fall out of my mouth. You are guilty of the same disrespect you hold me accountable for. We are both being cruel to family, aren't we? Rod's eyes are ablaze as he stalks toward me. He stops right in front of me, his mouth pressed into a firm line. For a second, I thought that was gonna go somewhere else. I was like, ah!
Oh, zoom in.
Whoa!
Zoom in! He's walked right to you.
He does have very beautiful eyes.
There you go.
He has your eyes. Look, they're all green.
Yeah, they're not that green.
Well, your eyes are green-ish. Green and blue. Sorry, guys.
As you are so fond of telling Emmeline, we do not share any blood. The only thing pulling us together is the king, and you do not share his morals. Remember this, Rin. You will never be part of my family.
Ouch.
And I will never see you as a sister.
Because he's in love with her. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm ruining.
No, he's probably in love with Viorica.
Yeah, I think he is. I'm shipping those two. Rod storms out of the reception area just as Delora enters.
Sorry, looks like Parfait wasn't in.
She pauses, then gives me a wry smile. Oh, I think that's the prettiest I've ever seen her face.
We must have picked the wrong choice.
Oh no! Dang.
That's fine.
Seems this partnership is going well.
I throw my hands up in anger. He is infuriating.
Not as helpful as you thought. I was surprised you were asking for his help in the first place.
All I've been doing today is following around Emmeline, and he still finds reasons to snap at me. In his eyes, I can do nothing right, even though I'm making an honest effort to break my curse. That's the problem. She's still thinking about herself.
Yeah, it's all about to break the curse.
Yeah. Delora eyes me as she slides down into a chair.
Has he told you anything about his curse?
Only that he knows how to break it. Delora sighs.
Boys can be so secretive about the silliest things. Rod has been aware of how to break his curse from the very beginning.
Then why hasn't he broken it?
I have no idea. I think the only other person who knows the full terms and conditions of Rod's curse is Parfait.
Parfait?
Parfait has known Rod for a while. She convinced him to keep coming to the Martian even after he gave up on breaking his curse. Parfait also thinks that working with you will convince Rod to try finding another way to break his curse.
Another way? Oh, maybe the way he has, hurts his family or something. Or does something that he does not want to do.
I don't know. In the Little Mermaid Disney film, she had to kiss the guy that she was in love with to get her voice back. I don't know how they twisted it in this.
Yeah, I'm very curious. We need to.
Maybe that's why he won't break it. It's because he's in love with Viorica and she's going to marry someone else.
Oh.
I don't know.
Don't ask me. I don't know much about his curse either.
Oh, look at the little tear.
I think is it a sweat drop?
Oh, but it's right under her eye. Usually the sweat drops up on their head.
Mm-hmm.
I use that emoji.
Well, it certainly went away quickly. So.
Yeah, that's true. So she wasn't really crying.
But if you keep trying, you might convince Rod to talk.
I doubt that very much. It seems that all I am doing is convincing Rod that I do not deserve to break my own curse. Delora looks at me curiously for a few moments, then she grins.
I have an idea.
Oh dear. If it is another terrible idea...
Oh no, this one's much better. I'll just stick around with you, watch out for you.
Oh no.
She's going to become a doll
What?
again?
She is! Oh no! Delora, watch out for me. Here she
Ta-da!
goes! Oh, she's such a cute doll. I am surprised when Dolores suddenly stands before me in her doll form.
There's no way you and Rod are going to sort yours.
Sorry, let's start that again.
There's no way you and Rod are going to sort yourselves out without some kind of help. So I'll be tagging along. It's much easier when I'm travel-sized,
Am I gonna stuff her in my purse?
I guess.
Does she have a purse?
Rod has Sebi on his shoulders. She can just ride yours.
But then Rod's gonna know she's there. Why do I feel like she'll only make things worse?
Come on, look at that face. How could that face make anything worse?
Oh, she's adorable.
Come on, then.
Dolores somehow manages to jump into the front pocket of my apron, which is thankfully large enough to fit her doll body.
Let's go find us a prince and get ourselves back to the palace.
Dolores just having fun.
I really am not compatible with Rod.
And yet we still be on his path.
It has been more than a week since Rod and I returned to the Marchen. He has been avoiding me ever since that day.
Sorry, guys. I'm kind of just pausing here and deep in thought about whether or not we should cut the episode right here. So I suppose that since I already had this lengthy pause there, we probably should. We appreciate you guys tuning in with us for this for this episode of the Cinderella Phenomenon. It still continues to be a great game. I have no idea what path we're on. It seems we're going with Rod, but I don't exactly know why. Like Fritz, we saw Fritz. How can we not switch to Fritz?
Right?
But I do want to know more about Rod. It's just I want to help him as a friend.
I do want to do all of them. I love the storylines.
The artwork's great. Dolores, fantastic. Still my favorite character. And not just because I give her a horrible voice, but just because she's a lot of fun.
I love Dolores.
So if you like what you saw, consider subscribing, leave us a like, leave us a comment, and we're going to keep playing on with this game and hope you continue to play along with us. So we'll see you next time on Experience Boost Gameplay. Thanks, guys.
Bye!